So, how are you doing for the new year? Is everything going well for my peeps out there? Are you experiencing wonderful and glorious things? What's going on? Are you being honest with yourselves? And is there any fraudulency going on out there in and among you? I have to laugh at that because I tell you what, there's so much going on right now that I have got to step back. I had to step back. I haven't seen you in quite some time. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm not in Florida right now. For those of you that don't know or care, I've been back and forth from Georgia to Florida, visiting family, just enjoying life. Period. And the latest thing, I'm still a caregiver. For those that don't know, I'm a caregiver for my mom for over 20 years. Let it be said, over 20 years. And I enjoyed every bit of it. It was no big deal for me. That's my mom. So, I love her and I will care for her till until. So, my mom has dementia that's been diagnosed. And I still to this day rebuke that spirit. I think there's a tormenting and demonic force that has been thrown into the society, so much so that everybody think they got dementia. Well, that's a lie from the pit of hell. And even though my mom has a lot of those tendencies that they noted concerning dementia, mm-mm. I know my mom, and my mom has some of those tendencies, but at the same time, I know my mom, and a lot of the things that she's doing has been done over the years. So are you telling me that my mom had dementia from, I don't know, 30, 40 years ago? Maybe. Maybe, possibly, leading up to today. But I will say this: my mom became very violent, physically and verbally, with me recently, and so I had to step back. Once again, I've done it before. I had to step back before, but this time was very different. This time, she made it very, very clear to the staff that's caring for her, the facility that she is now in, that she no longer wants to see me, period. Okay, it took me a minute to let that settle in my spirit because, I love my mom. And for her not to want to see me, as she put it, ever again, ooh, that really cut close and deep. But I do say this: I have been to the facility since that time, uh, with cover, with protection, with a presence of others around me. I would never be one on one with my mom again. Let that be clear. I love her, but guess who else I love? I love me. And so, therefore, I will not allow anything or anybody, I don't care who you are, to harm me knowingly and just stand there and be involved in that. I won't do that again. No. So, anyway, I say all that to say I have loads and loads of paperwork, especially at the end of the year, concerning my mom's benefits and everything like that. And oh, by the way, those out there that might be spouses of veterans, um, whether they have passed away or not, children of veterans, you might have benefits available to you on the table that you don't know about. I stumbled across these benefits for my mom just by accident. I can't even remember how I got to it, but I found it about 3 years ago that my mom, a spouse of my dad who served in a war, the Korean War, and so therefore I filed for to see whether or not she had any benefits coming. And lo and behold, excuse me, lo and behold, my mom had benefits coming up the gazoo. And that was wonderful for me and for her because she was very low on finances. She never had a lot of finances, and now that she had to be in a home, those homes are very expensive. And she's not in assisted living. She is in a nursing home. And let me just tell you, the pricing between nursing home and assisted living is humongous. So she is now in a nursing home, and I happen to care for that nursing home a lot. I was impressed, and I still am. Even though I don't see her as often as I used to, I trust that she is in good hands. And I do still pop in. They don't know when or where I will be showing up. And I suggest that for everybody. I would not let anybody know that I'm coming to see my loved one because I want to know how they are doing. And I want to know it for the real. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want them to think that because I'm coming, they're going to make it a certain way, a certain look. No, I'm going to go unannounced to see how she's doing. But yeah, those that might be interested, go ahead and call the VA. It doesn't take but a hot minute. The number is everywhere. All you have to do, you Google and scroll everything else. You may as well scroll and Google the VA and find out whether you qualify for any benefits. The first initial paperwork is very pretty much simple, and I have to tell you that as time goes on, if you qualify, there's a lot of paperwork, and that's what deters a lot of people from reaching out for available benefits because they don't want to do the work. There is work involved, but you also have help from the VA. They'll let you know who to go to and who can help you with whatever you need, okay, and whatever language you speak, okay? I'm just telling you, just go check it out because you never know. Meantime, in between time, I got paperwork this week that seemed like there was a discrepancy in it. Let's just say that from Social Security. And me being the one that wants to be so honest, and I'm living in a society where you don't have to be. Well, anyway, I called to make sure that those numbers that they showed me on paper were the same numbers that I had on my table in my file. They were not. And it's just a matter of $6 or $7, but it's my mom's money, and I'm her fiduciary. I care for her finances, let's say. And so therefore, I want everything, every check and balance has to be perfect for me because I'm handling her business. And if there's a discrepancy later on down the line, since I've been dealing with the government for quite some time and other issues, we'll talk about that another day. I know for a fact, if you don't have all your ducks in a row, later on they'll come up to you with something that they picked out of the trash somewhere and hold that against you. And next thing you know, you won't have any finances coming in at all. That was my biggest concern. I wanted to make sure that her finances are correct. You have to turn in these papers every year, and they have to match up to whatever they distributed to you. And I'm very good for that because I don't like anything going wrong with finances. That's one of my really strong areas. I don't play with my own money, so surely I'm not going to misappropriate any funds given to my mom. So bottom line is, I call myself trying to correct what I saw was wrong, and it is such a big mess right now. And I have to send in so many different papers to justify what I found compared to what they found. Bottom line was I should have just left it alone. It was a mere $6 difference. $6, y'all. Here we talk about people that doing all kind of crazy under the table stuff with millions of dollars. And I tried to correct just a simple amount because my mom's name is on it. My name is on it too. And I thought I was doing the right thing. Well, it turns out I should have left it just the way it was. But we'll see how it turns out because I'm going to follow through. I'm not going to panic. I'm going to get through this. My mom's finances are going to be just the way they always were, smooth and simple. And the next time around, I think possibly, probably, I'll leave it just the way it is. Have a great day. Enjoy yourself. Check out the VA. Check out if you have finances available for you. Don't let anything like that go past you. Just get it.